sisters? Oh look, another glorious dinner. Makes me sick. You're watching the Rose Table Disney Dinners Hocus Pocus, just in time for Hocus Pocus 2. Ready your broomsticks and get ready for a witchy dinner that will hopefully put a spell on you.
I hardly even know where to start with the decor because there is so much happening. My inspiration was a Sanderson sisters cottage with lots of lanterns and even a broomstick hanging on the wall. I used my indoor floodlights to wash the walls with green, just like the witch's magic in the movie. You'll know I love an excuse to use moody lighting, and the purple and green lights added so much to this party. The color scheme for the table was purple, green, and red to signify each sister. I got these amazing custom paper lanterns from the Celebration Studio on Etsy for the centerpiece, along with a replica black flame candle. You heard me, yes, we lit the black flame candle. The lanterns are so neat because you can actually choose what you want each side to say, and the table looked different from every angle because of them. I styled small red, purple, and green floral arrangements to go with the theme. For the place settings, I used my Emma dishes from Pottery Barn topped with Sanderson Sisters bookmark souvenirs for each of my guests to take home. I finally had an excuse to use my spooky black flatware, and I styled green satin napkins like the witch's green magic coming up out of the cocktail glasses. For the water glasses, I used these incredible handmade Halloween mugs by Marbleized Ceramics. He's an artist who makes pottery here in Dallas, and I was so excited to collaborate with him on this party. He does such amazing work, so be sure to check him out on Instagram. I'll link his handle in the caption. Each guest had a different mug at their place, and it really added a custom look to the table. Speaking of artisans, we have to talk about my signs. I collaborated with Enchanted Farmhouse again, and I'm so glad that I did. Anamika is a huge Disney lover and has all sorts of fun Disney signs, big and small, on her Etsy store, including these 2 Hocus Pocus designs that she made for my party. I styled one side table with a black cat for Binks and a giant tombstone for Billy, and I styled the other table with a replica of Winifred's spellbook. More on that later. I gotta give a shout out to Etsy. I was really blown away with all of my purchases for this party, and I got so much of the decor on Etsy. I really wanted the table to scream Hocus Pocus, and I think it does just that. I also added some spooky decorations around my house, like spiderwebs over my mirror, tons of pumpkins, and honestly, my house is just fully decorated for Halloween right now, which made the party all that more immersive. And just for fun, here's what every shot at the Rose Table really looks like.
I'm so excited about this one because, of course, Hocus Pocus 2 just came out, so this is a perfect way to celebrate. Let's go in the kitchen, and I'm going to show you guys how to make my delicious apple season salad. Okay, I don't know about you, but I am so hungry. I wish you at all at home could smell my kitchen right now. I've got my witch's brew stew in the oven, and it is smelling delicious.
We're starting the evening with my apple season salad, which has crisp apples, toasted pecans, pomegranate arils, creamy feta cheese, and a homemade apple cider vinaigrette. I thought this would be a perfect way to kick off my Hocus Pocus party because before all hell breaks loose, Max drinks apple cider at Allison's house when we get a peek at her parents' epic Halloween party. I mean, goals.
It's a little behind the scenes reality for you. My friends are just about to arrive any second and I'm already limping, but it's okay because all of my courses are done and ready to be served. Beef stew just needs 45 minutes in the oven, so I almost get to sit. Now that we have the first course totally ready to go, we can just grab our drinks, and I cannot wait for you to see the spell we're about to cast.
Did you get this made?
No, but this one I did get made. This is from Enchanted Farmhouse, who also did the signs for The Little Mermaid. No, Sanderson Sisters.
What?
Isn't that so cool? And this is my mother's antique broom she's had forever.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Look like an antique.
My spellbinding witchy life potion cocktail, known as the Hocus Pocus, is just 2 ounces of Empress 1908 gin with 4 ounces lemonade and, wait for it, dry ice. Now, if you are afraid to use dry ice, let me assure you I have a whole article on therosetable.com dedicated to dry ice, which I will link in the caption. Don't be scared. This is so much fun to play with. I cannot recommend this enough. Now, you only have about 5 to 10 minutes of this smoking effect for individual cocktails like this, but we did have 3 rounds of cocktails, so the table was smoking on and off throughout the night. It is so much fun to play with, and I do encourage you to read the entire article on dry ice safety before using this for your first time. For the main course, I served Witch's Brew Stew. I am so proud of this recipe. I think little me would have just about died to have eaten this spooky dinner on Halloween night. This is my famous beef stew from the Rose Table Cookbook with a twist. It has butternut squash instead of carrots to really celebrate fall, and it's served with edible eyeballs inspired, of course, by Winifred's spellbook. This is a great make-ahead dish to serve at a party because it needs 3 hours in the oven, so you can do all of the prep 4 hours before you want to serve it, and then let the oven do all the work while you get ready and enjoy cocktail hour. This recipe also makes the house smell incredible, so prepare yourself.
Oh, heaven. I mean, that is one cozy dinner.
I made the eyeballs using cream cheese and sliced black olives right before serving. I'm sure little chefs will love helping you make these. I thought the eyeballs might melt right away, but honestly, they stay intact in the stew for quite a long time. I served the stew with bread and smothered my sourdough with warm stew-flavored cream cheese, and it was absolutely divine. My friends had such an adorable reaction to this dish. I'm so sad that I didn't capture their reaction on video, but I was wearing my microphone, so take a listen for when they first saw the Witch's Brew Stew.
Thank you.
Oh, it's
I'm just so happy with how this came together. I mean, does it get any more Hocus Pocus perfect than this dinner with the Witch's Brew Stew and the Hocus Pocus cocktail? I mean, come on.
You got so serious.
I hear what you're saying.
That's all well and good. Will there be problems?
I hear what you're saying, and I love all of
Otherwise,
it.
I'm not.
For dessert, I served delicious Hocus Pocus Cupcakes. These little cuties are super moist chocolate pumpkin cupcakes topped with vanilla frosting, decorated to look like each of the Sanderson sisters' hair. The cake alone stays perfectly moist and fresh for 5 days, so you can easily bake these a day or two before your Halloween party. You know I love a good make-ahead recipe, especially when it comes to dessert. I divided the frosting into thirds and tinted 1/3 purple for Mary's hair, 1/3 yellow with a hint of ivory for Sarah's hair, and 1/3 red with a bit of yellow for Winifred's hair. This recipe makes 24 cupcakes, so 8 each of the 3 hairstyles. I just think this is the cutest way to end a Hocus Pocus dinner and honor our favorite witches. After dinner, I did something I've never done before. I used my spell book as a guest book. We passed the spell book around the table so that all of my guests could sign it. What a fun keepsake to be able to pull out every Halloween.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love this video, be sure to subscribe and share it with all of your friends. And I hope you all have a very happy Halloween. After all, it's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. Yay!